Hi everyone, Dave Richardson with Efficient Vehicle Solutions, an inventor of the black box hydro cell. Today we wanted to talk a little bit about our EVS 6 system. It's one of our smaller systems that we have available. Our systems include a stainless steel mounting bracket for the cell. This bracket is designed to make it a little easier for you to install the system under the hood of your vehicle. The cell can be easily removed from the mounting bracket, and at the same time it doesn't add to the overall size of the cell. If you have a better idea when you go to install the system to where you don't need the bracket, then at least you do have that flexibility. Pictured here is the EVS 6 cell. It is a cell that is designed specifically for vehicles with 12-volt electrical systems. The cell contains 7 316L stainless steel plates, each laser cut to ensure uniformity from one plate to the next. The plates are prepared in such a manner to where we're able to obtain a higher quality of HHO gas compared to other designs on the market. Any system for sale here in the U.S. with less than 7 plates in their cell does not efficiently use the electrical charge being put to it to produce HHO gas. In other words, it's going to produce more steam as the system warms up. Additionally, our box design, we've rounded all the corners on it to increase the durability of the box, and at the same time we've gone to the extra expense of putting an industrial grade polyurethane coating on the cell. Pictured here is an AlleyCat scientific flow meter. This meter is specifically calibrated for HHO gas, measuring hydrogen, oxygen, as well as a host of other gases. In an effort to provide our customers with more accurate information as to the output of our cells, we have been using the AlleyCat since the beginning of the year. Additionally, earlier this year we did reduce the output as advertised on our cells as a result of the AlleyCat. Many HHO manufacturers and sellers represent the output of their HHO systems using devices that were not designed for measuring HHO. The first typical device you see is where they're measuring HHO gas with an airflow meter. In other words, this is the bouncing bead inside of a tube. This particular design can overrepresent the amount of HHO gas being produced by as much as 60%. And frequently, when you do look at the bottom of these tubes, you will see where water has accumulated, which also indicates that they are also measuring water vapor. The second popular and inaccurate way of measuring HHO gas is displacing water inside of a water bottle. Frequently, you will see a partially filled water bottle sitting in a tube of plexiglass, and they will apply the HHO gas to it, at which point the bottle will elevate out of the tube. The water bottle design benefits from the water vapor that's present in their HHO gas. It also benefits from the lighter than air properties associated with hot HHO gas, as well as the lighter than air properties of hydrogen. If the stopwatch is started and stopped with a full versus empty bottle, the water bottle design can be as high as 40% higher than a calibrated device like the AlleyCat. Testing, I want to just kind of provide you a brief overview of what we're using here. Pictured there was the switching supply. We've also included a mason jar just so that you can see the flow of HHO gas passing through the AlleyCat, our patent pending water reservoir, as well as dryer scrubber tank. And in addition, we are drying the HHO gas even further before it's introduced into the alley cat. Go ahead and start the system. And as you can see the flow in the mason jar, that the gas is passing through the alley cat, working its way to the jar. Amperage as well as voltage prominently displayed. Ad showing at 8/10 of a liter a minute. Now going to go ahead and increase the voltage to 13.8 volts, which is a typical voltage for a 12 volt alternator. Sometimes they do go as high as 14.4 volts, which we will demonstrate here in a moment. Mason jar, you can get an idea, at least a visual, as to 1.5 to 1.7 liters a minute looks like. As I mentioned earlier, some alternators do put out as much as 14.4 volts, and so at 25 to 28 amps, we're going to give you yet another reading. 1.8 to 1.9 liters a minute. Again, that's how much activity you're going to see in a typical mason jar at that type of output. Just for grins, we're going to kind of push the cell, a little further and increase the voltage to stay within the amperage parameters of the switching supply. And this is really to just kind of point out that the cell is capable with higher concentrations of potassium hydroxide of producing 2.5 liters a minute. And once again, we'll give you a visual of the mason jar. Again, how much gas activity there is at 2.3 to 2.5 liters a minute. So hopefully this information is helpful. And when considering an HHO system, think of efficient vehicle solutions. Thank you.